Okay, so you've made something gorgeous and you want to put eyelets in it. Eyelets are usually the last thing that you put into a garment, and so you want to make sure that you get it right first time because it involves making a hole. Once that hole's there, you can't unhole it. So for best results, I'm going to show you how I put eyelets into things like corsets so that they're super durable and long lasting and they're not going to tear out of the fabric. So you're going to put some eyelets in. What you need is your fabric. I'll explain a bit about the fabric in a minute and what you need to do to it. You need your eyelet. Make sure they're good quality eyelets and that you've got an eyelet and a washer for the back. If they don't come with washers, they're going to tear through the fabric. You're going to need something to make a hole in the fabric. So purists only poke with an awl and then make the hole bigger with the awl, so they're not actually cutting the fabric. If you're going through lots of layers like a corset, that's not practical and it's going to hurt your hands. So if you're doing something thin, like a single layer garment that's folded back, you can use an awl, one of these pointy guys. You can use a drill hole. Make sure that you've got an attachment specifically for fabric because it will blunt and you can't use it on paper. Or best case, in which I use, is some proper pliers. So I've got Prim Vario pliers. And if anybody wants to see a tutorial on those, leave a comment below and I'll make one. What we need to do is prepare the fabric. So always, always, always do your eyelets through at least a double layer of fabric. You want it to be super, super strong and fuse it. So if you can fuse all of it and double layer it, great. So I've got a bit of fairly flimsy silk here. I would potentially back that as well so that it was extra, extra strong. So you want to get your fabric, fuse it, so that it's nice and strong. You want a fusing that's at least the same weight as the fabric. And then you're going to go through a double layer. Next, you're going to mark where you're going to put your eyelet. So on the scrap, it doesn't matter. On the real thing, I suggest I use watercolour pencil. They're pretty good. So I've got my fabric and that's ready. Now I want to prepare my pliers. So I use these guys and they come with an attachment, not that one, that makes holes. So it's this bit. So I'm just going to make a hole in my fabric. Double it, make a hole. You can also get the table mounted eyelet presses, but they're a bit of an investment. Now I'm going to push my eyelet through. So you've got your eyelet, always work from the right side, so the eyelet bit goes on the outside. Work it through the fabric, turn it over, and then you want to place the eyelet on the back. So having a washer there means that the eyelet can curl around it and it's really, really secure. Next, what you want to do is put the right attachment in your eyelet press for the size of the eyelet. So when you buy eyelets, generally they come with an attachment. So I've got some here. These came with boxes of eyelets. They come with the right size. So if you buy one of the small packets like the Prim ones or whatever, they'll come with an attachment. You can buy one of these and then use the attachments in the packet with these. The downside of Prim is once you've started using them, a bit like Apple, you can't use anything else with the pliers. Anyway, so we've got this bit here with the little dome and then we've got the depression here. So that's where the eyelet sits. So we want to put the outside of the eyelet in there and then squeeze down. Use both hands, use the edge of the table if necessary. And that's your eyelet. That's going nowhere. That's nice and tough. What you can also do, if you want to make it extra, extra strong and you're worried about the fabric, after you've made the hole, pop a little bit of fray check on there.